Nazim Hamid, what does he mean to you?
Well, like I said, Nazim Hamid was one of the first boxing memories I had. As a family as well, not just sort of us, the lads or my mates. It's as a family. So all I can say is, if I put one word to it, it's got to be legend. He's known for his elaborate ways.
Yeah.
It's like I watch boxing, and I see someone coming dancing out. It don't give me that effect like when Naz used to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like people comparing Ben to Naz. Yes. Welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
And today we have a special guest.
Yes, we do. We have Qais Asfhaq in the house.
Nice one,
Yeah. How we doing, sir?
Yeah, not bad. Keeping busy. Obviously, Ramadan's finished now. Back in the gym. I'm actually fasting today again, but I'm back in the gym, keeping in shape, and hopefully get a fight coming in June.
Yeah. How was fasting? Did it go quick this year?
Good, yeah. You know what? It was a tough one, to be fair, because right before Ramadan, my cousin passed away.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
43, so it wasn't old neither. But
wow.
Obviously, but weirdly enough, it brought all the family together even more in Ramadan.
Yeah,
so it was a beautiful Ramadan.
Yeah,
we can't really complain with how Ramadan went, but. Like I say, it was in his memory sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, there's obviously now culture of intermittent fasting and all that stuff, but fasting for believers, we're all believers here, right? Is a time it's not about the food, it's about getting close to God, right?
Yeah.
It is for 100%. Me. In your weakest hour when you're struggling, because let's get it right, food is a pleasure, right?
It is,
to pull towards Him.
Distraction as well.
Yeah. And then I think that the older we get as well, the more we appreciate fasting. I do.
Yeah. It's mad, like I was saying before. It's in the Quran, it's in the Bible, but obviously in this day and age, it's starting to become popular now. Even though we've been doing it for years, we've been doing it for a lot. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it's good to see people catch on to it, even if it is in their own way.
Yeah.
There's loads of health benefits that people can get onto.
100%. I mean, I live by time restricted eating for the last 12 years. It's something I teach as well. You have to build up to it. So, it's intermittent fasting, time restricted eating is different. I teach my clients as well. Intermittent fasting is miss breakfast, have 2 meals. The problem with that is you're in a restricted calorie deficit already. So by the time you move and walk, you're going to be burning to muscle.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be effective. But time restricted eating is like, right, so I have 3 meals, which let's say is 2,000 calories, but I'm condensing the amount of time I'm eating. So my first meal is 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. And then I don't eat until 3 p.m. the next day. And I've lived that way for the last 12 years, and I train, I move, I walk around. I'm not lowering calories, but actually knowing how to eat. The first meal shouldn't have carbs in it.
Yeah.
Because once you have carbs in it, you're spiking blood sugars, which is going to, especially for fighters, going to hold, it's going to spike your insulin levels and going to hold fat. So one of the benefits of going longer is that you don't spike insulin, which means...
So I never asked you this, let's turn this around. I've seen your Instagram, for example. I'm taking over now, by the way.
No, I'm sure.
You watch my Instagram.
What is it you do away from podcasts and stuff?
So I'm a nutritionist.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of things going on. So I've got the Fat Loss King. I've got over all my social media handles, I've got 180,000 followers. So every day is talking about nutrition and exercise. And then I'm launching a new business next month. We're in a rush to get Kale Performance out, which is going to be, I take a fighter from week 12, I tell him how many calories, how many macronutrients he must eat, how many calories he needs to burn from exercise, and what foods to eat week 12. Then week 11, the calories will come down slightly, the macronutrients will come down slightly, what to do week 10, week 9, week 7, take them all the way down to 10 days out, tell them when to take the carbs out, when to reduce the salt intake, and take them right down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and make weight the day before without a bin bag and sweating, and then they jump on the scale. And
so
then
that most important bit's 10 days out. And
exactly. But if you can get them close by bringing it down over 12 weeks rather than a last minute rush, you know, the fight.
Like saying that in that last 10 days, no matter how hard you've trained, if you get that wrong, It all goes out the window.
Yeah, exactly. Most people, if they was to have the fight, there's some fighters that was, if they was to have the fight when they was in the middle of the preparation, they'd win the fight. But the last 10 days, they killed the performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they just run out of energy because they deplete the glycogen at the wrong time, and basically then they're tapping into muscle and they just lose all that strength. So the things that I do, people think I'm a wizard, but that's only because there's not as many people getting involved in boxing. The problem is with boxing, there's ego, and so even in MMA, you don't have as much as that. The boxers have these old trainers what think the nutritionists but thinks they know everything. Just leave it to the experts. So I believe in boxing and it being specific, and I believe the strength and conditioning nutrition is an add-on. That's not to come in and tell the boxing trainers that they shouldn't be doing it that way, but vice versa. Does that make sense? So people like De La Hoya, Mayweather's, guys with top money, can get that advice because of money. I'm working on a product where I've decided I want to change the sport that I love and make it affordable for amateurs, pros, everyone to get that information. I don't believe in anyone getting killed in the ring because they've dehydrated. You know the damage comes from that. I don't want that. So I think it needs to change. There are a couple of people doing things within boxing. There's one company, I'm not going to give them a shout out, but there's one company doing an all right job, but the problem is it's not affordable for everyone. And only champions can afford it. So which means you have to do it the wrong way, get some money, and then pay. It shouldn't be that way. Does that make sense? How's your nutrition?
It's funny you asked me this. If I'm honest, I wouldn't say it was through no fault of my own really, but that's probably why I lost my last fight.
Okay.
But reason being, the fight before that, I boxed for a British title.
Right.
At the weight above.
Right.
And I was promised a rematch. And in that first fight, I hadn't gone into it properly yet, into super featherweight, but I had 8 months in between that and the next fight. And in them 8 months, because I was promised a rematch, I was trying to grow into super featherweight. So then, within 10 days of that being cancelled, I got told I've got another opportunity, but at featherweight, like I said to you before, I'll take any fights. I don't say no to fights. And once I started that camp for the weight below, I'd gone into super a lot more over the 8 months. Right. And bringing that weight down was horrible. At first I thought, it was the heaviest I've ever been in my whole life.
How much was you at the start of the process?
So put it this way, in the whole process, I got given 7 weeks. About 7.5 weeks. I got given. How much weight I lost? I lost 17.5 kilos.
Wow.
What's that for
That's
stones?
Like
What's stones and pounds for people? So you don't lose that.
So how much? Tell us. I can calculate. How many kilograms was you at the start?
74.5.
74, which is just short. 75 is 12 stone.
I've never been past
12 stone. 12
So
stone.
I've never been past 70.
Yeah, so he would have been about 11 stone 10.
11 stone 10.
Yeah.
That was mad.
And you got to go all the way down. So that's 2 stone 1 pound.
Wow, down.
But again, by the time I got in there, I had a good camp. But by the time I got in there, I had nothing left.
Lethargic.
You can imagine. Yeah. We'll change that.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you do?
Like I said, I wouldn't say it was so much the actual nutrition side. My coach, for example, is good at that anyway.
Yeah.
But it was more, I'd grown into the weight above because I was promised a rematch.
Yeah.
When that got cancelled, I had 10 days in between that and being told I got to fight featherweight again. But I took it.
Them extra 4 pounds would kill you, right?
That's what it was, the extra 4 pounds.
You do the good old sweatsuit? Was that part of the...
Not normally, no.
Not good.
But for this side,
for that
Draining water out,
yeah, normally it wouldn't, but I had to for this.
Yeah.
And I remember walking out of my hotel room, about to go to the weigh-in. I could just about walk. Horrible.
See, that's the type of thing that I want to change.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
I was even at the weigh-in, right? And my coach knew how much I'd taken out of myself.
Yeah.
And most people think, oh no, it's your own fault, you got too fat outside of camp. But it's not that. I was trying to grow into a weight above because
You're doing your weights and you're building up strong. Solid.
I would have been perfect for that super featherweight fight at that point.
Yeah.
But now, again, like I say, within I had 7.5 weeks to get all that weight back off.
So
but
now
it was proper weight muscle.
Strong and you feel good yourself.
But then, like I say, could brought all that down. I remember even at the weigh-in, my coach said to me, if he gets, because the kid was a bit cocky, because if he gets cocky or he tries to get in your face and that, just don't do anything.
Yeah, don't provoke.
And in my head I thought, That's because he knows I've not got no in me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it if I tried, you know what I mean?
But that mindset, knowing that you can't go to next gear must be horrible as well.
Disgusting. I couldn't.
Yeah, you have to coast.
The kid that box, I promise you. I always say this, but on my day, I beat anyone. I'm very certain of that. And on that day, I think it went to about 7 rounds. But it's the first time I've ever been stopped. So it shows how much the weight killed.
Yeah.
The first time I've actually probably been put down properly as well. Apart from like pushing and pulls.
Yeah.
But I took a shot that I've been hit
many times.
You could take it.
Many times harder.
Yeah.
And it was one of them, it's like I got hit, I didn't feel it. But I'm on the cameras thinking, what's happened here?
Yeah.
It's just, again, this is all the nutrients, all the water out of me. And made a massive difference. But again, so I was a kid that I know I could beat.
How much was you on fight night? How much did you rehydrate?
What do you put on?
Again, kilos I work on, but...
work on kilos, it's fine.
I weighed in at 57.
Yeah.
I come back in at about 64.
Yeah.
But that's normal for me anyway, though.
Yeah. So you would have been basically 10. It's alright, come in. Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Yeah. Adel Anwar just walked in the building.
Yes, sit there, bro.
Take a seat. Adel's next.
Shut the door, please.
So you would have been 64 kilograms, 10 stone.
Yeah.
So you put a whole stone on overnight.
I do that pretty much every fight, though.
Yeah.
Every fight,
yeah. So you would have been depleting all the glycogen and all the water out of your muscles, and then have to put it all back in.
I remember my coach told me this after the fight. He goes to me, what gave me alarm bells was the fact that after the weigh-in, even though I couldn't eat.
Yeah.
I was struggling to get food in me.
Yeah.
Gee.
That was the hardest part. But
tell us about your coach. Who
so I'm trained by Lee Beard in Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Lee Bird.
Yeah, Lee Beard.
Yeah.
Manchester, he's my coach.
He's
been around for years. He's trained world champions.
I was trying to figure out your leads, but I was like, where you training? I couldn't figure out.
He worked with the Mayweather camp as well. That's where he learned.
He trained Dominican Republic fighters, Guinness Mendez, Juan Guzman. So he's been around the block. He knows what he's doing.
How did that relationship form?
Before Lee Beard, I was with a guy called Angel Fernandez.
Yeah, Angel Fernandez, Fraser Clark's trainer.
And Fraser Clark's a very, very good mate of mine, actually.
Yeah.
But
we've got Fraser coming up.
So Fraser Clark, who trains with me now.
Yeah.
But Angel Fernandez, I just thought I was with him for about 8 months, but I wasn't happy there. For me, he wasn't the right coach. So I left him. And a friend of mine, Billy from Peterborough, he told me, he said, listen, there's a coach here that I know quite well, Lee Beard, not too far from you. He's in Manchester, and Manchester works well for me anyway, because it's not too far.
Do you travel down there or live down there?
Close to the fight, I'll stay there more. But obviously, every day basis, I'm up and down.
Yeah.
It's about an hour there now, but it's not too bad. But so he said to me, I've got a coach here. If he wants a coach here, he'll try him out, see what you think.
Yeah.
And as soon as I started training with him, I thought, you know what, brilliant. I really enjoyed training with him.
Yeah.
And I've been with him a couple of years now, but it's still like the same till this day. That like I still feel like he's every day still teaching me something new. And again, he's very good at the whole man with sound.
So what was it? What opened your eyes? What excited you? Give you that buzz when you training for the first time. What was it? What he's showing you?
You know, with him, the first session that I did, with the style as well, but the first session that I did, he picked up on things that I knew I needed to correct.
Okay.
And that's in one session, about an hour.
And you knew it.
So I thought if you could see that straight away, and these are things that I've known over the years, and people said to me over the years, then he knows what to correct and what to get right. But and on top of that, the whole Mayweather style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole Mayweather background as well.
And the pad work.
Great pad work. He's a very defensive coach in many ways, like Mayweather's. But he's actually a come forward defensive coach. That makes sense.
So it's both, isn't it? You can both, which you need anyway in boxing.
The best of both worlds, like you say.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm really enjoying training with him. If I wasn't, I lost my last 2 fights, I'd probably left, but I'm still happy with him. I'm happy to keep with him, and
it's relationship, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Funny enough, I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh mind you,
where was he?
He's on the group, isn't he?
Yeah. Lee Bird.
I'm sure he's in the group.
Yeah, I can't remember if I think I've added him. Yeah, I've added him.
You don't
Yeah, I've
even
added
know
him.
it.
Listen, I've got about 200 odd people on there, mate. I was having people on there, but I'm sure I did. I spoke to him.
It's funny, there's 200 people and there was only about 4 people that speak.
That's true.
But he's on there, he'll get confident, man. He'll start speaking, man, you know.
Adil don't talk, he just listens to the conversation.
We'll have to get him out of the way.
Don't be shy, man. Don't be shy. Anyway, have you finished your side?
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
going to move on to your side, this different side now. They want to show, well, obviously, the people out there want to know you personally, as a person, yeah?
Yeah.
So let them know from when you were born and when you started boxing, when you put your
Why did you
first
start
gloves
boxing?
on. Why did you start boxing? Tell us, yeah?
So, Leeds born and bred.
Yeah?
I started boxing when I was 8 years old.
Yeah?
Funny enough, with that man over there.
Okay.
Actually, with his brothers, actually.
Yeah.
They were around my age.
Yeah.
And the reason I started boxing was, I think about a year before I actually started,
Yeah.
my uncle
Yeah.
took me to the gym. And
Okay.
my cousin, Adnan Khan, he boxes.
Adnan Khan,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Adnan. Oh, Adnan.
Yeah.
From Sheffield.
No, he used to train in Sheffield a little bit.
Yeah, he used to live in the same.
It's Muslim as well.
I know Adnan, yeah.
No, not Adnan, I think Adnan
No.
you are.
Yeah, that's
different.
Adnan Khan. I know his face.
No,
bro.
but he's
Yeah, but he trained in Qais Asfhaq as well.
Yeah, I did as well. Yeah, I lived over there for a while.
Yeah, he trained there for a little while. But he never actually turned pro. But,
Yeah.
he used to box for me.
Okay.
And I think when the first day he took me to the gym, I think his dad saw something in me and he realised that I like being there and, you know,
Yeah.
like the atmosphere, and I had something, just a little bit of talent,
Yeah.
I guess. So I started boxing when I was 8.
Yeah.
So my cousin and my uncle took me to the gym.
Right.
My cousin used to box for me, Adnan Khan.
Yeah.
And my uncle took me. I actually remember I was sat in my in the old house I used to live at in the kitchen, and my uncle, my mum's brother.
Yeah.
He was trying to convince her because she didn't want to go. She goes, "Oh,
Mums
no."
are like that anyway.
She goes, "Oh no, he's gonna mess up his nose, all this stuff." You know what I mean? But he finally convinced her, and he took me to the gym, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Met Adlan, all the lads, and I think, but he must have seen it a bit. I think I remember the coach, Ryan Bates, at the time, saying to my uncle, "He's got a bit of talent, this kid." But I was too young at the time. I think I was about 6, 7 at the time, and he said, when I got home that day, my uncle said to me, he goes, "When he turned the right age, which was about 8, I'll take you to the boxing gym, and you know we can have a proper go at it, sort of thing." Then yeah, he came and I think it was a week after my 8th birthday. I'd forgotten about it.
No.
He turns up and he goes, "Right, come on, get ready. We go to the gym."
I bet you're buzzing.
Yeah, I was like, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect for it. Well, let's see how it goes, sort of thing. And like probably most boxers, you don't have that confidence straight away.
No, you're shy. It's like going to school for the first time.
I remember the first time my coach came to me and he goes, "You're going to start sparring." I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
So why do I want to get hit? You know what I mean? I thought, what am I going to do that for? But I went in, did well, built a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
All little things happen, and then you get your first fight, you build a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
And that's again the confidence building process. But yeah, so at 8 years old, started boxing, and this one I forgot to mention, Leeds born and bred.
Leeds born and bred. And
so-
football team as well, what you sport?
To be honest, I've never really been massive into football. So
Oh, yeah.
if I do, all my family, right, supports Liverpool.
Okay.
Nearly everyone.
Get him out, man. Get him out, man.
Nearly every one of them, but I can't say I support anyone.
I'm a Man United fan, be careful.
I can't say I support anyone.
Okay, you don't sport Leeds at your hometown. You don't
If anyone, I'd support Leeds. Leeds are my hometown.
Yeah, okay, all right. You been to watch them yet?
I've been once, twice, yeah.
Have you?
A couple of my good friends are big Leeds.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it too much, yeah.
We'll pray for
Did
you.
they win? Did they win?
Pray that you support
One
Man
the
United.
last one they won.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so they go up upset and then he went over the winners.
That probably helped, didn't it? That probably helped. But yeah, like I said, Leeds born and bred, and my first boxing gym was Bateson's.
Oh, Bates.
I'll say I'll mention
Smokies.
there's so many names: Smokies, Gangsters,
Wow.
Bateson's,
Yeah.
and Adl and his brothers.
Yeah.
So I was a kid. I was like 18 and 9 years old. Adl and his brothers. They used to walk past my house to go to the gym.
Is Adel 5 years older than you?
It's 10.
Yeah, you're 5 years older than him.
I've just turned 31.
Yeah, 4 years. You look younger though. I don't want to offend you.
Slip the shots.
It's crazy,
Yeah, I don't want to offend you.
No, but yeah, so Adl and his brothers, there's about 20 of them. How many brothers you got?
About 7. 7
About 7 brothers, right?
You don't know how many he's got.
Literally. But he used to walk straight past my house to go to the gym. So him and his brother used to pick me up. Cause I was like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
And we used to go to the gym together all the time. And he used to drop me off home. But they were good times. I was there from when I was 8 till about, I think 15, 16 I think it was, give or take.
How did GB come about?
Winning national titles. As a kid, I won 2 schoolboys, 2 juniors, 2 youths, and 2 seniors actually.
Yeah.
So I won 2 everything pretty much.
And the Rio Olympian.
Rio Olympics.
So I know your record.
Yeah.
I know what you want to know. But there are people out there won't know. So tell the people out there. Listen to them. Let them reel it off.
I had about just over probably 200 amateur fights.
Wow.
Altogether.
Wow.
Boxed for Team GB, boxed for England. Boxed in the Commonwealth Games for Team England. Won a silver in the Commonwealth Games.
Nice.
But yeah, but in the amateurs I've been around. And again, that's why when I turned pro, I had a bit of a status, so to speak. But
what was the Olympics like?
you know what it was? It was good and bad for me because amazing being there. I remember when I qualified, the feeling was unbelievable. When I qualified in Turkey in European qualifiers. But the feeling was amazing. When I got there, through them same qualifiers, I'd had a broken nose.
Wow.
And I had a ruptured tendon in my hand.
You have to fight through it.
When I boxed in Olympic, I was boxing like that, basically. And the first part of contact was that, and the pain killed me.
Wow.
I had this little scar there. I had that operated on straight after the Olympics. But it was a bit sweet because it was, obviously, I was injured when I was there as well. But one of those things, like you say, was
take your opportunity, right?
It was meant to be. Yeah. After I'd qualified, I wasn't going to say no.
If
even one-handed like that.
Yeah.
But as a place, Rio, I don't know if you've ever been to Brazil.
No, I've heard stories though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And even more when it's...
Did it feel safe out there?
Very safe.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, right, in all these countries you go to, I've been again with GB all over the world. Places like, I don't know, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Russia, all that sort of stuff, right? And they always say, oh, be careful, you know, you got to watch out, you might get robbed in the streets, but nothing ever happened. Whenever you go to these places,
Listen,
even Azerbaijan, they're so welcoming.
It's normal. Same with Chapeltown or go more sides. Oh,
yeah, wherever you go.
Don't matter. Keep it after yourself. Yeah, right.
It's true. So like I said, all these places I've been to, I've never had one issue. And as soon as we decided to go out after tournament, for example, or whatever, everyone's been sound like, been very, very welcoming and all that sort of stuff. But again, like say, you get it anywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that? I think there's a ghost. Calm down, man. You would have gone out with Joe Joyce has done that one, right?
Yeah.
Coley was on there. Is Coley on there as well?
Yeah, Coley, Cordina, Josh Kelly, Humphrey Fowler.
Wow.
Galal Yafai.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, Keith Lee.
Muhammad Ali. Okay.
He used to train with Final.
Yeah.
With Final down in.
I think he still trains there, no?
No, I think it's moved on now.
Has he?
Yeah, I think it's moved on now.
Yeah,
wow,
so
you had a
brilliant team there.
Yeah, you had some big names there, right?
Yeah, some massive names. Like say, some world champions now, like Joe Cordina. Again, another good mate of mine.
Yeah.
So the reason me, Cordina, even Jack Bateson, we're all good mates is because in Sheffield on Team GB, we all live in the same house.
Yeah.
Someone to get rid of that.
Yeah. You do. I'll let you deal with that now. Yeah, I've got a good friend called Lewis Williams who won the Commonwealth Gold.
Where's he from?
From Leamington Spa. He's just
tall heavyweight.
Yeah, tall heavyweight. He's decided not to go to Olympics.
Yeah.
He had some personal issues, but he's going to go pro next. He's going to be one to watch.
I know that. Yeah. I know the name.
Very talented.
Actually, I can see his face now.
He's very talented.
Yeah,
very talented.
I remember him. I think he came on just after I left.
Yeah, that's about
just
right.
After.
Yeah.
So I left in about 2017, I think it was.
Yeah. How's life changed since the amateurs to pros for you? How is it different?
You always hear amateurs is a sport.
Yeah.
And professional sport is a business.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to the opportunities in the pro game.
Yeah.
It's more about ticket sales and.
Yeah.
You know, it's a business now.
Even little things like followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Things like that help.
That's
a
the
lot.
game.
But that is the game. As you see all these YouTubers these days.
Yeah.
How do they get on these shows?
That's it.
It's the followers, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
do you find it easier or hard than the amateurs? Like just promoting, selling tickets. You know how hard it is to sell tickets.
Yeah, that's always hard work.
Someone will say to you, "Oh, give me 5 tickets." You go, "Yes." You go to the house, got 5 tickets. See, "Oh, bro, next week, man, I'm going on holiday." Blah blah. You get all that all the time.
Or you get them saying, "Oh, I'll buy 20."
I'll buy 20.
House, they'll take about 2.
Take 2. Bro, they can't come. You can't come. But it's hard. It's hard.
Or they say they get tickets on the door, and then you see them at the event, and they've bought tickets on the door.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You're
It's
like,
not
you
nice.
realise
Yeah, but I'll come and support you still.
Yeah, exactly. They don't realise it.
The thing, the ticket money goes in your pocket.
Yeah,
but they don't realise the business.
Yeah.
It's the overheads and everything else.
This is why I'm not angry. Like, we keep talking about it, and no matter how much we talk about it on the podcast, we still have to deal with certain people with boxing snobbery. People need to understand, right? So how my brain works. Tell me if you guys think the same. We go to university, we go to school, we get an education to be taught how to be employees. All right, we are entrepreneurs. Boxers are entrepreneurs, self-employed. You are the brand. You sell yourself, right? So then you come into boxing and they say the system's always been manager, promoter, trainer. They take a certain percentage, and if you're lucky, you come out with a little bit of money, right? That's the system, right? Yeah. Then you get YouTubers come along and say, wait a minute, I'm making millions on YouTube videos for dancing around like an idiot. And when I fancy like doing a little bit of boxing, but I'm not going to buy your system, I'm going to go buy my system. So they start doing what they're doing and they're getting paid millions. Who's the fool? This is prize fighting. Mm-hmm. And so fighters need to understand how, don't hate on them people, learn from them people. Because ultimately, if you know how to look after yourself, advertise yourself, get your name out there, you only need a trainer, and you can manage and promote yourself. Mr. Floyd Mayweather gets paid for fighting, managing, and training himself. He pretty much takes 100% of the profit, right?
Yeah.
And so this needs to creep into the sport. This is what's happening. And if you keep on going on with the boxing snobbery, you're just going to
love more.
You're going to lose the opportunities, right? But the hard thing about that is you get someone like Tommy Fury who started off as a boxer, and then started fighting the YouTubers, and now if he roots back to the Longsdale belt or the Commonwealth belt, and he's no disrespect to the fights, but he's going to fight someone who's not high of a profile, he's not going to drop back down to 30 grand a fight, is he?
Yeah, it's true. 100%.
So now he's gone that direction, and so there needs to be more. People need to understand how social media works more.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a bit more influence on when you're coming up as an amateur, for example.
Yeah.
Obviously, the most important part's the training.
Yeah.
Needs to be a bit of an influence on building your name as well.
Yeah.
Because I know it's changed recently.
Yeah.
But I know me as a kid, I'd never really even thought about it. I never thought it'd affect anything. But now, but the way it's changed, I think the people in these amateurs like this need to put an influence and teach the kids how to build a name as well as the
business side of it. I think when we were training at Brendan's, he gave us that sort of edge as well about the business side. He said, not just fighting, you got to know how to entertain. If you entertain, people want to come and see you because you something need a product. You know what I mean?
We learn from the best. Prince Nazim Hamid now in this social media area, forget Mayweather, forget Conor McGregor. He would have been flying out and flying carpets, leopard skin shorts, dancing over the roads, knocking people out. I mean, what a statement would have been for the Islamic world as well. Having that influence. I tend to go backwards and forwards and look at his social media, and at one point his son, who had no amateur professional fights, had 200,000 followers, and he had like 12. I'm like, nah, I can't have that. So I started pushing things out. I went back last night because one of the questions I'm going to link into this podcast. He's got 600,000 followers.
Wow.
So he's moved ahead of his son. You know what I mean? Wow. Exactly where.
Because he's come back out again, hasn't he? He's come back out into the boxing world again. You see him out regularly now, out on the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He likes to hide though.
He does.
Naz is more introverted than what people know.
Yeah, I actually enjoy watching Naz. Yeah. I actually enjoy watching him, man.
You used to like him because he's not just do the moves, he tech people out.
Yeah, he does.
He's one of the earliest memories I have of boxing.
Yeah.
Not the earliest, but it's one of the earliest memories where everyone came together.
Yeah.
I know as a obviously British Asian family as well.
Yeah.
when he used to fight, even my cousins, even the females in the family wanted to watch the
They
fight.
don't even know about boxing, but they want to watch it.
Exactly. These days, obviously, now obviously it was him first, and obviously Mir Khan, obviously being Pakistani as well. Those were the first early memories of anyone, the whole family really getting hyped for a fight. Don't get me wrong, when Mike Tyson and all them were around, the lads, the men always used to watch it. But when it was Naz, it was the whole family, the women as well. They wanted to see how he got.
It was the whole show, even from the ring walk.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
He would
have missed the ring walk, didn't you?
The ring walk was as good as the ring walk lasted longer than the fight.
Were you part of the ring walk?
Yeah, I was.
He was part of the ring walk.
I was part of one of them.
Which one?
Yeah, I'll tell you off camera.
No, man, come on.
I'll tell you off
I'm going to YouTube it later.
That's good, man. Come on. You surprised me. You surprised me, man.
I'm out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Naz's ring walks. I remember when I went up to Scotland when he boxed. I can't remember the kid's name. And
Scotland.
The camera couldn't get in time. Do you remember? He came out and then boom, hit him with a right hook. The fight was done. The camera not even come in. They literally pretty much missed the fight. I think it was the fastest.
It was a black guy he knocked out, innit?
Yeah. It was literally lasted 8 seconds. The camera
boom, left
started all the way out, and the camera was trying to come in, and the guy's out.
Focusing.
It was like that.
Well, Eubanks did that as well.
What did you against?
He boxed, I can't remember which guy, the black guy. He knocked the black guy out a couple of seconds, boom, straight away. Stood like that. If you go onto YouTube, you'll see it.
See, like to this day, it shows the hype that was around him, because I'm talking about a time where I had no intention or even any feeling towards boxing itself. I'd never boxed before. This was when I was a kid, and I was very young, and even from then I was thinking I wanted to watch myself. But it shows how he brought everyone together, and how he brought that attention towards boxing as well. Because like I say, I'd never boxed. I must have been about 4 or 5 years old at the time. But a little memory, I remember going to my grandma's house and everyone was watching the fight, and that's how I picked it myself.
Even now, with you boxing on TV, do you know you're bringing in Asian communities to watch you? Do you know you're doing the same thing?
What
you've done as well?
It's funny you say that, because my mum and dad just got back from Pakistan. And she goes to me, literally a couple of days ago, weirdly enough, and she goes to me, she said, you know what's funny? I was like, what? And she goes, she was in Pakistan for 7 weeks. While I was there, the amount of people that no one asking about you.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. She goes, they'll watch you when you fight, all the way in Pakistan. They'll watch you whenever they can. And, again, what you mentioned.
It's pride, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's weird. You used to do the same thing.
There used to be a time where I used to say to people, name me 5 black fighters from past and present, and then people would go Tyson, Tyson, Ali, and Holyfield, right? Name me 3 white fighters, past and present, and they'd go Byron Bugan, Steve Collins.
I forgot the one there.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know it?
And then I'd say,
I forgot. Tommy Morrison.
Yeah. Then, you have to think about it. Then I'd say, name me 3 Pakistani fighters. This was when Mir Khan was coming through, and this was a point I was trying to prove it. And they went, Amir Khan, Nazim Hamid. They were like, no, Naz is Arab. He's from Yemen. And then they go like that, and then they couldn't do it, because you can't do it, because there was only Amir Khan at the time.
True.
And that had a knock-on effect.
Jared Khalid,
Jawad Khalid. Yeah, we knew about Jared because we were training. Big shout out to Jared Khalid.
Yes, Jared.
IBO world champion.
IBO world champion, and could punch, by the way. When I used to spar with him and he used to snap that right hand, I used to feel it.
And he won the IBO when it was a big deal as well.
IBO was a nice belt at times there,
He was in some entertaining fights. That one that he had was an Endu and the Takalu fight.
Takalu fight was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good. When he boxed in South Africa, Endu.
N-D-O-U-E.
Love Mindu.
Yeah.
No, Love Mindu. Love Mindu.
He actually won the title.
He was on the Ricky Hatton show, Man City, and I gave him a lift to the hotel, and he gave me some money. I said, nah. He said, no, you take it. I said, he's not going to remember you. So I've got
that was
Facebook.
an up and down match. Up and down match. Jared goes down, he goes down. Go back and forth. I think it was like 7 knockdowns in that fight.
Good fight there.
But Jared could fight, man. We saw him recently, actually. We need to go see him again.
Really, if you put into perspective, he was the first British Pakistani world champion. if I'd be or not, but so at that point, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And then it was a make.
Have you ever been to see him in Nottingham?
Yeah, I've been to the gym. He invited me to a show once.
Listen, when you go to his house, the hospitality, right?
It's really cool, really good.
His wife lays out a party, man. Like, we're all dipping food for 15 minutes. He's got samosas out, everything. It's like
come in, sit down.
Don't ever go see.
Yeah, we feeds up.
He's like calories, isn't he?
Yeah.
No calories counted then when the rice was going in, man.
They bring cakes out and everything. Like, my wife's always saying to me when we go see Jawed next, because she loves it, because she doesn't have to
go on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
You have to go to Jawed's on an empty stomach, because he lays out.
Coke in the cup, man.
Yeah, he lays out a party.
Full fat Coke, man. 14.
You know, it's funny you say that, and I'm sure Adil will agree.
Yeah.
That's the way we've been brought up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. As soon as someone comes, there's a big spread out.
My wife's family is the same.
Yeah, can imagine
same. My family as well. It's Caribbean thing. Same thing.
It's culture,
all
right?
about the food.
It's culture.
That's how we all get big.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? We've got to control it.
After boxing, it's too roti.
Exactly. I mean.
So what do you do alongside with boxing? Do you do anything else, or you just do boxing full time?
Yeah.
You get your sponsor, you give him a shower if you want.
Weirdly enough, I've not got no full-time sponsors right now.
You will get sponsors.
You need sponsorship.
Bring them in.
Bring the sponsorship.
Come on, sell yourself.
I like to have my credentials anyway, but
will you dance and sing for them as well to get extra sponsorship?
if I could, I can't sing, can't dance.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And if I could, I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
But like I say, I've been full-time boxing since GB really.
Yeah. Well, he's here, guys. He's looking. It's down there. Details.
100%.
Contact him.
Listen, I want to get to know him at a little bit of a deeper level. We're going to play a game that we do on the show called One Word.
One Word.
All right. So if you take this, and then I'm going to ask you some questions, and you write down your answer on there and point towards that camera.
One word.
One word. Right.
What's
So
the question?
we can stray away from the one word a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to ask you. Let me get my questions. What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome in boxing or overcoming?
It's probably quite a common one for people in my generation.
Don't say nothing, just write it.
I mean, you could talk, telling you off. You're all right.
You try to tell the answer.
Yeah.
Right, go on then. Ready?
Show the camera. Oh.
Racism.
Deep.
Racism, okay. Elaborate on that.
Deep.
So,
what's happening?
Let's
Tell
talk
us what's
about
happening.
that.
You know, it was never nothing that was really in your face, so to speak.
Was it in the boxing game? Like in like the officials and that? Or was it people outside?
Let him talk.
It's hard to actually say exactly what it was because it was never really in your face.
Yeah.
But, like I said, when I first started boxing, there weren't many Asians anyway. Obviously, Adil was there, my cousin Adam was there.
Yeah.
But there weren't many there. On top of that, you'd always hear, "Oh, you've got to beat this kid well, especially with your skin colour." Sort of thing, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
And he'd hear all these little things, and I've been robbed as an amateur plenty of times. So again, you can never put your finger on exactly why.
Right.
But a lot of things always pointed towards that.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, it's the world we live in. Obviously, being minority in the country, but what's worse was it happened here. Obviously being British Pakistani, but then when you go away on international duty,
It happened again.
they didn't like you being English neither. you get it both sides.
Yeah.
But even like, again, being English internationally, again in many ways that's obviously more than nationality, but it's still racist in many ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's who you are, sort of thing. But yeah, there's loads of little things.
I'd say this. Tell me if I'm wrong. I want to go a bit deep on that question. There's two types of racism. I want to know if you've suffered from both or one. The skin colour racism, where someone it's because your skin colour, or the ignorance of culture, where someone don't understand your belief and the ignorance behind it.
Probably say both. So obviously the skin colour is the initial in your face.
Yeah.
What you see.
Yeah. Reactions.
And
body
whereas,
language.
well, most people that I know, from whatever background you can speak of, once they've got to know me, got to know my religion, for example, so to speak, they've respected me a lot more because it says the common things would be, oh, we didn't know that's how it was, or we didn't know this, didn't know that. When they learn, when they stop being ignorant and delve into the religion or myself, then know what sort of person I am and what my religion is and how it's affected me. And that's when once they get that bit of knowledge, that's when they start respecting you more in a sense. And again, probably both, like you said.
How have you, for someone, let me finish this with you. How you've gone through that, right? And there's a lot of more Asian fighters coming into boxing more and more. All right.
That's what's so beautiful to see now.
Yeah, exactly. So, what advice would you give to them how to overcome it? What would you say you've taken from that?
Well, luckily for probably even before my generation, it probably wasn't as bad as it was for someone like Adil or Adnan and the people before that.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's people like me that have paved the way now,
right?
And that's cancelled it out a lot. So I'm probably sure that there is some in there, some old school mind, but that still have the same backward mentality, so to speak. Luckily for most people these days, they don't get as much of it. So most people these days probably won't have to combat it. But like you say, well, if they do need to combat it. All I can say is just be yourself. Be proud of who you are.
I like that.
Never be shy of who you are, and just remember at the end of the day, there might, especially this day and age, there might be 10 people that might be one person that's a racist or whatever you want to call them, or ignorant, but there's another 9 people out of the 10 that aren't, and they understand, and they've learned, the learning, they've got the knowledge, and they understand where we come from now as well, being a minority in the country.
As you was growing up, when you were young, did you realise you were being racist? Certain people being racist, or did you realise as you got older that there's racism in the boxing? Because you didn't really, because when you're young you don't see nothing.
When you're young you didn't, and you didn't even blink twice. But then as you get older, you think to yourself, what's happening there, or what's people saying there?
Analyse it.
That's racist. That's when as you get older, a bit more confident as well. That's when you start speaking out.
That's it.
You do your own. You defend yourself.
And you get a lot of it on the small old shows. As an amateur, them small little pubs and that.
I've been for a lot. Working men's clubs.
Work there, them ones. I was smoking.
Back in the days, but
I have to think about that. You go to them amateur shows and people are drinking and smoking.
Some stuff in there.
But funny thing was,
boxing event happening and then the rest of the crowd smoking.
Yeah.
As you walk into the ring, you see a cloud smoking.
Cigars and everything, man.
The good thing was though, once it started that a certain way, and you'd even get called names when you walk into the ring.
Yeah, I know. And in training, one, with the best friend.
The respect said,
mate.
You are, mate.
You're good, mate. Good fight, that lad.
That's exactly how it always works. But
then you're there and you might go, thanks, mate.
Especially when it's championships and it's their kid fighting. It's worse then.
You mentioned that the championships, but in the championships, it's not racism, so to speak, but it's all like
it's not out
click. Clicking it.
Londoners hate other people.
It's
clicks, like you're saying. You get robbed for them reasons as well.
Trust me.
So you're always fighting a constant battle in different ways.
It's life, man. It's life.
The next question I'm going to ask you, we kind of touched on this already, right? There's going to be a picture that pops up now. What does this person, we started talking about it.
Happy one word again?
No. You don't have to write it down on this because the pictures come up. Naseem Hamed, what does he mean to you?
Well, like I said, Naseem Hamed was one of the first boxing memories I had. As a family as well, not just of us, the lads or my mates. It's as a family where the whole family come together. My aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, you name it. We all come together to watch him. And obviously the fashion I used to boxing and the devastating knockouts he produced, and even the ring walks, they're still to this day second to none. So all I can say is, if I put one word to it, it's got to be legend. There's no other word for it because, like you say, he was something else until this day. He's respected and he's known for his elaborate ways.
It's like I watch boxing, and I see someone coming dancing out. It don't give me that effect like when Naz used to do it.
I don't like people comparing Ben to Naz. Because Ben's not.
Come out dancing in the ring and I'm thinking, nah, that don't work.
But he's also brought that comparison on himself in many ways because of the shorts he's there as well.
Yeah, but the funny thing about that is the shorts, and it was Adidas, and that was what as well. I bet Adidas asked him to do that though.
It's a good comparison to have, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. One of the best to ever do it. Being compared to him, it's got to be an honour.
Yeah.
And Ben's boxing well right now as well. He just needs to.
This week's this will go out after this week's, but we had Leon Willings on the podcast.
Yeah. And Ezra.
And Ezra, the guy who rolled up on
in the press
that was out last week. The one he rolled.
Ezra.
I can't remember. Arenka. He jumped up on a podcast.
Yeah. He's on a podcast. Yeah, he's on.
Is he from England?
He's Nigerian, but he trains with Anthony Farnell
in Manchester.
Okay. Let's do the last question.
No, the cam goes off, so we're going to put it back on.
Wait, yeah.
Last question. Adul's ready. Last question. What is your biggest fear you've had and that you're dealing with? Your biggest fear?
I can't put that in one word though. Can I say it?
Yeah, explain it.
Yeah.
Well, being a father now, obviously, again, we've mentioned how tough the sport is, how challenging it is, and I'm still working on my way to where I know I can be. I'm still working out towards that, and I just want to be successful for him and my family. That's what, at the end of the day, that's what we all do it for, but to make a better life for our kids, for our family. And in terms of fear, I'd say my only fear is not achieving that, and I won't say letting him down because he's proud of me no matter what.
But you have expectation on yourself.
Exactly. And I just want to be what I know I can be and get where I know I can be to set him up for his future and my family as well. So in terms of fear, it's just not getting to that. But that's why I'm working so hard every day. You know what I mean?
So what do you have, a boy or girl?
Got a boy. He's 4 next week actually.
So you could be the next boxer. Are you going to train him up?
Would you want your kids to fight?
You get this question a lot, don't you?
I
wouldn't.
You wouldn't
because how
give them their choice, innit?
Yeah, for me, I'd never push him into anything. I always say I'd never push him into anything. But if you wanted to box, I'd support him 100%.
Yeah.
But preferably, I'd rather him not.
That's right.
Because we know the sport. We know how dirty it can be at times. But like I say, if he ever came to me and he said, "Listen, Dad, I want to be a boxer," I wouldn't be excited. It's going to be hard.
You're trying to turn him away from it.
I won't be excited, but I'd never turn him away either.
Yeah.
But I'd say to him, if you're going to do it, I need you to do it 100%. Because it's a dangerous sport in the first place. And but I'd always support whatever he wants to do 100%, no matter what. Because it's his dreams. I mean, I had my dreams, and I was lucky enough for my parents to support mine in a time where not many British Pakistani parents were supporting their kids.
That's right.
So I'd always support no matter what he wants to do. But again, preferably if it was up to me, I'd hope not.
You've been brought up the similar way as us, the Caribbean parents and from Jamaica.
Very similar.
Because like when I first started boxing, we used to do it in schools. First, I would do champion. Like you play football against different schools. It was same as boxing. So I obviously entered it and did okay with it. And I said to Mum, I want to join boxing. She said, no, not joining boxing. But I sneaked out to the gym. And then she found out, and then from then she just let me do what I'm doing. And it's the same with you, innit? Obviously. Yeah.
Once you know you got a love for it.
It's hard to come out. And so it's a mental effect on you as well. Especially, well, you're not going to get it yet.
We'll talk about it after your career.
When you're after your career, you will see.
I don't understand that. Your perspective on life changes after. In fact, I'm afraid sometimes to talk to active fighters about life after. But all you need to know is you're gonna be all right.
In a good way, it's a good way because you can advise them to not get that area.
Boxing, when you're in it, you're in it. You can't, this thing about spread out, you have to be fully committed. It's all legs in the ball.
It's a selfish sport. It's a selfish sport, you know what I mean? It's a youth sport. It's not football where you play with a team and you can't rest. You're by yourself, the crowd's seeing you, you know what I mean? That's the difference.
100%.
Well, listen, we're going to leave it there, but I guarantee you...
Can't believe it's over.
It's nice to...
How long have you been speaking?
How long have you been speaking?
It's gone fast.
How long has he been speaking?
15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
That's quick. 50? That's an hour, that's good, isn't it? Wow.
You know what he's going to go through.
I was going to say,
It'll be longer, you know, it'll be 2 hours.
No wonder he's here, because he's normally late.
Yeah. Man, he's got a lot to tell us.
We've heard stories that he never got to the gym for some sessions.
Highlight.
Listen, guys, this will not be the last time we speak.
We'll be back.
We're all from Leeds as well, so it's
We're
easy
going to follow
for
your
us.
career, man. Therefore, man, we'll be here with you.
And this conversation will keep on going off camera. Guys, thanks for tuning in to the 13th for Final Round podcast.
And don't forget to like and share
and comment.
And tell a friend.
Hit that notification button so you get the notifications. We're here.
And we out.